Hi everyone, this is Joanna Pilatowicz. I will tell you today about dreams, why people are not following their dreams, and if I could suggest anything, any one of you, is to never ever abandon yourself, your dream, your true essence, why you're here, why you came here, and where are you going. So the inner sense of why you're here, the purpose, if you lose that in life, it can be very hard. But if you are having that purpose, feeling that purpose within yourself, no matter what the obstacles are, you will never lose it. That's your treasure. That's something that will carry you through the worst obstacles. And we all have the challenges. I'm not sitting here in the cloud. I'm always in the middle of one challenge or another. And that's good. That's good. If I don't have a challenge, I probably create one. Just to not tell you how wonderful every time everything is, because that would be not true. But there is a certain balance. We are living in a world of polarity. So we can maintain certain balance if we pay attention how to approach it and how to keep in mind where do we need to really do something that we don't like to do, and when we can take time and fulfill ourselves, follow our purpose, our reasons why we're here, or goal or plans in life. So the reasons why people don't do what they want to do is always lack of self-confidence. And I noticed very, very interesting things. This is artists versus politicians. And I noticed that long time in Poland, when artists usually had the worst ever lack of self-confidence, why the politicians also were not having the highest sense of confidence and self-worth, but they were more arrogant. They were having different program from the society. So they were coming from this, so they hurt others but manage and achieve your goal, while artists were actually killing themselves, becoming better dancers, singers, so working really, really hard with their body, their skills, developing and putting a lot of effort daily, practicing, training, while the politicians were fought a different program, different mind. Of course, I am not talking about every politician here, I'm generalizing, so pay attention. But I'm not talking about everyone. So that is the main reason, and of not fulfilling your dream, forgetting about your dream and being set in the society. How we can go back is actually to pay attention to this dark passenger of our souls and our reactions to what is happening. And yes, daily putting ourselves in a state of consciousness, altered state of consciousness, alpha, like incredible state of mind. If you cannot have something right now in your life, if you're not going to have it here in your mind, you are probably not creating that. You are not going to have it. If you do have this in your mind first, in yourself, you are closing the gap between where you want to be and where you are now. If you're going out unprepared into the world without particular state of mind and trying to manage things, it's probably very, very hard. But if you change your attitude, probably your mind will be already more creative in achieving those things you want to have, you want to become. And a lot of people who are in the relationships, not relationships, but looking for one, are telling me that, oh, I cannot imagine how I have a partner when I don't have a partner. Yes. What does it mean? What does it mean to you to be loved? How this relationship should look like, of course. One of the things that are the obstacles on our path toward our goal is maybe something that system, politicians growing up are imposing on us, and we don't say no. We agree. And not so long time ago, PayPal had also a policy putting fine for everybody not following the rules, like $2,500, but people protested. So of course, I'm not saying to fight any corporations, because they have a lot of lawyers that are putting those policies, and you cannot win with them. But just reporting that when enough people report and oppose, it's a saying no. And then PayPal, of course, had to change that it was a misunderstanding. How it was a misunderstanding when a lot of people are working on the policy in a current big company. It's not possible. So it's a paying attention to those things that others are forcing us to do, or follow the rules that are making no sense. That's one of the things, because they are taking away us from fulfilling our dreams, or even finding a purpose on earth, because people are coming here to just work and to maybe just be in the system, be unhappy, and also, you know, the education system, we probably all know that, putting people in a big loans, and they are busy all this time to pay it to the end of their maybe working years before they can even follow their dreams. So paying attention to that is a number one, absolutely number one. Another thing is, and I mentioned that already, but I will just shortly remind you what is also a big obstacles. Actually, the list of that, our ancestors, when something happened energetically in our ancestors' tree, it has an impact of that. It is stored in our DNA, and I'm not talking from the scientific perspective here, although scientists already talk about it, more and more of them. And you have a lot of professional programs about it when they can explain you exactly how that happens. Also, yoga will tell you that touching, stretching certain parts are reconnecting you to the past lifetime, when you can find out what really happened. So the first of all is ancestors tree. The second one is also reincarnation. There is also something I mentioned already in another video, so please go back to that, about the stars. So when something happened on the soul between incarnations, when you came on earth. Another one is also ancestors tree, that you're integrating yourself when you're living with someone, like a partner, loved one, close friends, or the community of people you are in, very close. So you are taking maybe some of the sickness, emotional problems of someone else, because you want to be closer. This is subconscious. Wrong wishings, curses, that's another one. And of course, all these ghost entities from other dimensions that are not visible. The obstacles that we have in this consensus reality, you can deal with. You can pay attention to the time when you want to take care of that, when you want to go home, close it, and leave it everything behind your doors. However, on energetic level, it is not so possible. You can keep on ignoring it. You can use other, you know, pills, alcohol, and so on, but you cannot quite ignore it. It is stored in your body, in your DNA, in your subconscious mind. So that's why before you follow your dream, it's good to know what's really blocking the dream that you cannot follow. What is blocking you in your life that you cannot achieve that? Now coming back to other people. Some people are expecting others to be trustworthy, to respect us, to appreciate it, and so on. I think this is a loss of energy, loss of effort, and it's pointless. The most important person you should trust is yourself, and respect yourself. That's another reason why people cannot achieve dreams, because they focus their attention to make someone love us, trust someone, respect us, and so on. Lost case. What we need to focus on is to respect ourselves, trust ourselves. What does it mean? So it means, for example, that if I meet someone and I notice that this person is not necessarily honoring other people or respecting other people, or whatever that is. I need to notice that this is my responsibility, and then I need to make a decision. If I have to work with this person, do I do that? On what conditions, when, how to handle that in order to protect myself, to still respect myself, or I can let go. I don't need to be in connection with that person. I don't work together. I can let go. So this is my responsibility to notice it, recognize it. However, from the other side, if you are in a relationship with someone and you are disappointed, none of us is perfect. If there is to tango, takes two. If there is equal effort from both sides and there is a communication, it's worth to find out a reason and keep on growing together in order to find out what that is. If one person is not willing to continuing with you, or is blocking you, or drops communication suddenly, then also it's worthless to expect communication. It's a wrong effort. The best is to focus on yourself. What are you going to do in this situation? How are you going to protect yourself so it's not going to happen to you? If this person will come back to you to communicate, fine, you can still have some closure. If not, you need to pay attention to that, how you are going to protect yourself. So you need to notice that this person reaction is like this or like that, and how you are going to proceed. And again, choice. If you have to deal with that, you need to find a certain procedure, a structure, how and how long you can maintain that connection, that contact. If not, you can just let it go. In the previous videos, and I invite you to look back, I was telling you about the relationship, communication in relationships, ancestors tree, how to work on it, how to energetically work on it. My goal is, as someone who is helping also others to do that, is not to make someone depend on another session and suggest. I know it's almost like an anti-marketing for everyone who's a therapist or doing readings and so on, but I think the best goal is that people are independent and they can really truly trust themselves, so they do not need 100 sessions with a therapist, but at a certain point they are on their own and they learn to trust themselves. So yes, if you never did Bert Hellinger method, family constellation, psychobiology, you don't know what that is, it's great to take few sessions. It's good to study that. But if you're doing that for 5-10 years and you keep on going to therapists and you are dependent on therapists, perhaps it's a good time to start trusting yourself and start to work on ancestors tree yourself. And there are tools for that right now. We can all use them. There's a lot of material on YouTube, also my videos, other great teachers who are teaching that online for free. But the most important is the practice. So before you are going to follow your dream, and if you notice that you are aiming toward your dream but it doesn't really work, there are a lot of obstacles, please go back to that list I listed, what that could be. Do not act randomly. Maybe this, maybe that, maybe I burn a candle, everything will be fine. Well, probably not. Find out the reason that I listed and test it out. Take few sessions, work on it yourself, experiment. So work on that ancestor tree, find that ancestor responsible for it, make a command, how we were doing this here on YouTube. Wait a few days, see what's going to happen in your life, and then continue and check that out. And occasionally, yes, check with someone that you trust. Maybe you work for years with someone. Check where you are, how you progress. But be independent and trust yourself, I think this is the perfect time for that. So thank you for watching. Please write me a comment. I always would love to hear from also my English speaking friends what you really think of, although you write me beautiful emails and questions, and we are dealing on regular basis with different issues and questions. I would also love that this material will spread and help assist those who also can benefit from it. So that's why. Thank you for watching. Until the next time. Bye bye. Have a great day.